Welcome back to the live action brought to you from CR&FC, and here we are with the bowl final of the 50th Mercantile Rugby Sevens. Brandix taking on Sampath Bank in this all-important final. Brandix has been an impressive team. They were unbeaten from the get-go, and so has Sampath Bank. They've been impressive. They won their two games yesterday, had a close call in one of the games today, but coming up to the final in real top fashion, winning the semi-final rather, and we'll want to make sure that they put up a top show. Lochana Giragama, Ivy Kumara Disanayaka, Kapakutu, Veerasinghe, Madhuranga, Tilna Prabhash, Silva, Kalhara, Priyadarshana, Pereira and Gunasekar returning out for Brandix. And for Sampath Bank, Randika Kongahawat, Danushka Amnet, Kamal Nilupul Sandurwan, Mahesh Prabhat, Malak Silva and Lakmal Jayasinghe. Just moments ago we saw the Shield final being concluded, with Fairfest Insurance taking the plum and making sure that they get the big one under their belt, winning the Shield competition. This year the Shield and the bowl teams competed in the same groups, with the table toppers going into the bowl competition and second place team of all groups going into the Shield comp. As we await the kickoff, Nilhan, both these teams have looked to play expansive rugby, especially Brandix, who like to play the game at pace. Sampath Bank, on the other hand, have benefited a lot from hogging possession and making sure that they have a lot of possession in their control.
Definitely, Sudarshan. Sampath played to their strengths in both of their games played today, and Brandix also coming back in the semi-final after conceding early, and will look to clinch this game, and unfortunately making an early mistake and giving ball back to Sampath. Sampath team is a very nippy team who will get the maximum out of it if they've been offered any space or speed. And now Brandix looking to run from their own try line and knocking the ball over. And we will have the first rum. No, a penalty given to Sampath Bank, offloading it to the number 10. Brought down few meters short of the line. And now Sampath will look to ball the pass to the corners. And running around the defenders and going over for the first try for Sampath Bank, Lakmal Jayasinghe. So early pressure on the much fancied Brandix outfit from Sampath Bank, who are the underdogs in this game.
Yes, Sampath Bank, Lakmal Jayasinghe at that time running around and managing to get the first score. And first score is always important in this game of sevens. Attempt at the extras, and the referees wanting the Brandix players to come up to the 22 meters, and you need to do that as the team who conceded the try. You need to clear the path for the kicker. Well struck, but not in the correct direction, so the score will remain at 5 points to nil. Brandix now trailing by 5 points. Good high-hanging kickoff. Contestable, but Brandix again losing the ball. Front, Primesh Danushka. Lovely break from Brandix yet again. It's Lakmal Jayasinghe, the man who scored the first try. Lovely offload. Under pressure, under a lot of duress, but coming away with possession is Siranga. Offloads to Mahendra Kamal, and the lads from Brandix have been found offside. taken from the wrong mark. Referee wanting to have a word with his assistant. Calling out CK Kallar of Brandix. It's not very good news, and that's a yellow card. Well, double trouble. Penalty against them inside the red zone. Now they have a numerical disadvantage, and ideally so. Sampath Bank opting to go for a scrum. What they're doing here is making sure that they commit 4 players, or Brandix have to leave out the scrum half, which opens out the possibility of the opposing scrum half sniping away for a scrum.
Sampath will look to use their pacey backs as he offloads it and passes to the number 4, Haturu Singh, to score the second try. And this
but
team has
looks like they've changed their jerseys. This is definitely Primesh Danushka, who touches down for Sampath Bank, former Cambrian and Police Sports Club scrum half. Now Sampath doubling the lead, 10 points to 0. The kick is not successful, so the score will remain at 10 points to 0 in favor of Sampath Bank.
Healthy lead to the surprise package of this tournament, and they are playing at a good pace, which Brandix is finding a little bit too hard, as a long kick collected by Brandix and going through the 2 defenders and offloading it to the speedster, finally been tackled by the Sampath players.
Harsha Madhuranga, the man making that break. Space for Priyadarshana. Still going, but the offload to Harsha Madhuranga seems to be forward. So referee Aruna Shantra straight away spotting that and awarding a scrum in favor of Sampath. Ten points to 0, and Brandix with a player down. They are now camped in the red zone of the opposition team. It will be very, very important that they suck up every single second they can in this area, in this territory, and try and capitalize on this opportunity to try and score, which will give them a massive boost going into half time.
They had a similar game like this in the second semi-final they played against CDB. They were down 5 points and a man also, but they came back strongly. So ideal opportunity with 6 men in their team, and a score here. Or managing to stay in the red zone for some more time will help Brandix a lot.
Yes, luckily for them, they've been restored to their original number as well. They can put pressure on Sampath. This time penalized though. Leg up before the ball came in inside the scrum. Now it will be important for Sampath Bank to try and hold on to possession until they go into lemons. 10 points to 0 is a decent score in the first half, but not enough to close out the game. Sampath, though, want to make sure that they have that extra cushion, putting in the afterburners. Offload finds a lad from a white shirt, a Brandix player. Player penalized. He did not support his body weight. He was falling on the ruck, not making the ball available for Brandix. Brandix haven't been able to find that rhythm that they showed throughout this tournament. But now with an offload, looking to go for the corner, had a man in support as well, but have managed to earn the penalty. A high shot. Brandix wanting to finish this half strong, has numbers, space in the middle, onto the middle channels, and all the way goes the number 2 for Brandix, Kalhar. Touches down and cuts the deficit to half, 5 points to 10. Sampath Bank still holding that edge, but these 2 points could be vital.
Very crucial. Sampath scored both tries in the corner and could not convert it, but this time Brandix taking that all 7 points that they could take in that last move. So we move to half time at 7 points to 10, and Sampath Bank taking a lead in this final in the ball segment.
Three tries were scored in this game. First two, of course, coming from Brandix. Lakmal Jayasinghe was the chief destroyer for Sampath Bank. Lovely bit of work, and in the corner went Primesh Danushka for the second. And then just before half time, some individual brilliance, breaking 3 tackles, going just to the side of the post, added in the extras as well. 7 points to 10. Brandix just 3 points away. We'll go for a quick commercial break. We'll have the second half action on the other side.
CR&FC for the second half action of the ball final in the 50th Mercantile Rugby Sevens. We have Brandix taking on Sampath Bank, and Sampath Bank, the surprise package of the tournament, leading at half times 10 points to 7, and it's all to play for in this remaining 7 minutes. Exciting rugby in prospect, and after this we'll have the 2 big games, Cup and the Plates finals. JKH taking on Dialogue, and JKH-A will take on 3DH in the remaining games. That's the big ones coming up. And Brandix going into the break with a try, with momentum, but unfortunately a bad restart, very bad restart. Handing over position to Sampath Bank, who will try to run from the restart itself. Now changing directions, looking to find some space in this Brandix defensive line, but still managing to keep position. But moving backwards is what Sampath Bank is currently doing, and loses position back to Brandix. Good piece of defending from Brandix. Have turned over the ball and now looking to attack this Sampath Bank team.
Early dominance is going to be key in this final. Primesh Danushka now earning the penalty for Sampath Bank, looking to have the first score, have the first say in this encounter. A lovely nibble step, and that is brilliant from Priyadarshan from Sampath Bank. Need to finish it now. And so they do. Lovely bit of work, and what a try from Sampath to extend their lead. Now this try would take a lot of the breath away from the Brandix team, because they would have come into this second half with the momentum. They closed off the first half with a converted try, just 3-point difference. But after the little tussle that they had in the middle, with both teams losing possession, this would have taken the win slightly out of the sails from the Brandix lads.
Yes, definitely, and it all started from the restart. They should have kicked the ball more than the 10 meter, and a poor restart has now been costed them 7 points. 10 points, still have an opportunity, but they need to score next if they want to stay in this game.
Yes, next score is going to be absolutely crucial to the complexion of the game, Nilhan, like you very correctly mentioned. Because if it comes from Sampath, you can say very goodbye to the trophy, because it will be going back to Nava Mawata, head office of Sampath Bank. Here's Brandix, trying to make sure that doesn't happen. 50th Mercantile Rugby Sevens coming to you live from CR&FC as Brandix put on a charge, looking to attack the outer channels. Needs support to make sure that they hold on to position, but the counter seems to be good from Selinko. Brandix managing to put in some pressure, keep hold of possession. Good straightening hit in the middle. Need to recycle. Reset. That's going to be a yellow card. Absolutely sure on that. There was no intention to win the ball back, but just to disrupt and destroy the ball. Isuru Kongahawatta is the culprit, and these are telling minutes. These are important minutes that will tick against Sampath Bank, and this is an opportunity for Brandix to try and creep through into this game.
Very well said. Important passage of play coming up for Brandix, knowing that Sampath is down to 6 and they straight away opt for a scrum, and hope that they can get that maximum advantage out of that yellow card. Sampath would like this option also. They can slow down and kill some of the time that the player has to spend in the bin, and it's all to play for. 17 points to 7, halfway through the second half. Ideal chance for Brandix to hit back at the Sampath Bank team.
Madhuranga with the feed. Brandix with possession, has the numerical advantage as well. Looking to take the outside tunnel, cuts back inside. Has space on the outside and support as well. But that oncoming runner, oh well. What a brilliant chance gone begging. Ashan Gunasekara could not collect that ball. He did everything right. Ran a good support line, but just did not have the conscience to collect that pass cleanly. The pass could have been a little better as well. It was a little too high for the runner. But Brandix showing some good enterprise and wanting to make sure that they make a match out of this one. Just over 2 minutes on our clock remaining. Danushka with the feed in, and referee penalizes Brandix for standing up in the scrum. Sampath Bank will do very well to try and waste up every simple second that they possibly can in this one, Nilan, especially given the fact that they're one-man short as well, and that's a monster of a kick.
And now Sampath is back to the complementary of 7. So ideal chance for Sampath. Slow it down and play according to your plan. So about 90 seconds more remaining. Good line out there, and Sampath will try to run through the Brandix defense, and a good offload, good timely offloads. They have space, cuts back in, offloads it, collected nicely, but referee saying that's offside and talking back.
Oh, showing dissent is the reason why he's in the bin. Iranga Sandharuan, and despite what call referee makes, there is no place in the game of rugby for dissent, and the referees are harsh on that, rightfully so. So Brandix now with an opportunity to try and make a game out of this one. Kick, chase, tracking well, and this time Brandix will get that Long awaited score through CK Kalhara. 12 points to 17. This conversion is going to be crucial. Or are they going for the try, because they do need a try in order to win this one? They are going to go away with the conversion. Do away with the conversion. Yes, they want to restart. Oh well, seems like the time has run out too little too late for Brandix. All good effort, but no hurrah, unfortunately, as Sampath Bank become the winners of the bowl championship of the 50th Mercantile Rugby Sevens. 12 points to 17 the score. It was those two tries that they delivered in the first half that really did the job for them, isn't it, Nilhan? And